like that. It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, no.
So hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went.
Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy.
The blends be all the right cred,
meaning credentials.
Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls
in the instrumental.
Are you ready?
Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving the show.
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
What you talking about? Space out your mind.
But can you rock it like rockets, fool?
That's a close encounter of what kind? When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever.
Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver.
All about running the spot.
And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather.
Cardio kingpin,
subjugate the dub play.
And you know we can't wait to bring spins.
A-star quizzes, A+ the final.
Vocals we align, we'll move it all
simultaneously over joints we rock.
We earn
30 years, so you can say we got
3 turns
live off the board, unlike you and your chess men.
We install doubt in you and your yes men.
And if the game had veins, we'll insert
upheaval the crown.
Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, y'all beat the flow.
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
What you talking about? Space out your mind.
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's
fool?
a close encounter of what kind?
Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Turn it up, y'all beat the flow.
Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving the show.
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
What you talking about? Space out your mind.
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's
fool?
a close encounter of what kind?
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get it off my chest. Oh, I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Coming up, it's the penultimate game of the NFL calendar, AFC versus NFC in the NFL Pro Bowl game. Excitement, well, we got that in abundance as this Pro Bowl is underway from Orlando, Florida. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
We go! 10-2 stop.
Tighten up. Pull together.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Gruber escaping the pressure right. Pressure, and the AFC gets to him for the sack. Jalen Smith. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And that's going to move the sticks again here as the tackle's made at the AFC's 32-yard line.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism.
And touchdown! As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. His kick is good, and the NFC goes up 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Jackson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Throwing again here on 2nd down, this time complete.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And he's got it. And he will score. Touchdown AFC. From 13 yards out, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. And an alley to Rob, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and that's picked up by the AFC. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They go play action now. Jackson. That ball complete to Isabella. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards on the play. First down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. He finds his man Johnson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. These two teams all tied after one.
Check, walk 54, walk 54. Check.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. A very valuable 9-yard pickup, and now they're set up a little better here for 3rd and goal. Now here's Pollard. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Throwing is Jackson. And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. T.J. Hockenson there to make the grab. And the AFC has taken the lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Gruber. Catch made by Slayton. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Looking to throw. Gruber, flush to his right, and that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true.
Now the ball comes loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Smith picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Back to throw. Gruber. And the pressure gets to him again. Ed Oliver, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He rifles one that's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense for the AFC set to go now. And they fell behind early, but since then, 2 touchdowns and a 14-7 lead.
Yeah, they found the end zone on their first 2 drives and even more so.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's scooped up by the NFC. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, Gruber. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
On 4th down, Gruber. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Throwing on 1st down, Gruber. This is caught. A very solid gain of 27. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there isn't a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown NFC. A 2-yard touchdown grab as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Elliott good on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19. The offense for the AFC set to go now. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And a return will stop right around the 25. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Matchbox lights.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Gruber. And Adams has it. Complete. First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a first down. Back to throw. Gruber. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, Charlie.
2nd and 13. Being chased out left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
Off the play fake. Gruber. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After the interception, here's Darnold. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you.
He's got a man complete. Through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way in for the touchdown. Robbie Anderson, 85 yards. as his guys are able to regain the lead. Wouldn't be the Pro Bowl without the QBs taking some shots, and that shot paid off.
He understood, I don't know if it's instinctively or if he did his homework, that you do take your shots, as you said, in this game because the payoff is terrific. We will remember how many touchdown passes you threw. I don't think we ever recall how many interceptions you throw in a game like this.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 25. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and an AFC touchdown.
I have to believe that in a Pro Bowl situation, you know, we talk about these defensive backs during the season that they're educated gamblers. They take the education out of it. They just go for the football here. Hey, try and make a big play, and if you get one, you really look terrific in this game.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Flushed out right. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun, Gruber. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And that's going to move the sticks again here as the tackle's made at the AFC's 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10. As they've got things, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Landon Collins. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 1st down, it's Darnold. Going deep for Hopkins. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And these guys are going to have the football back as the 3rd quarter comes to an end. It's the AFC in possession, though they trail here to begin the 4th. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They set up the screen to Chubb. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. Looking to throw. Gruber. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Now a play fake here on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. That's complete to Slayton. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards. They'll run with Chubb. And he will carry this one in. Touchdown NFC. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are back within a single score. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end. Zone for a touchback. At their own 25-yard line. The AFC offense set to take their next drive. And one thing you'd like to see in a Pro Bowl, a competitive contest. We've got that just like the last 2 seasons. A one-score game as we play here in the 4th.
What I'd love to know, what's the discussion on the sidelines of both teams right now? Because, you know, it's an exhibition-type game, but as you said, as competitive as it is now, these guys are going to want to win. There may be some guys who sub some guys out, trying to get back on the field and trying to help their team win down the stretch.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On the ground, Kamara. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the NFC will take over 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes, his first throw since coming in. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's the NFC with the football as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Got a man, Slayton. 25 yards that time. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. They find some open field here. Oh, no, he lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And yes, he's into the end zone, so they get the late score they needed, and now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense for the AFC set to go now. And it's great to see the stars all out in one place, but in terms of football, what's really great to see is a very entertaining Pro Bowl as we are tied in the 4th quarter.
And how many of these guys thought going into this game, after a pretty easy week heading into it, that the pressure would ratchet up now and someone has to make a play, which means someone will have a play made against them and not have to live with that for the rest of the year.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the AFC going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Now the AFC going to take a timeout. It's their second, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Darnold. This one caught by Isabella. There he goes left side. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation. That's what we want right there, CD. It's a Pro Bowl. Give us some of these long touchdowns.
We want plays that cover a lot of ground. We want long-distance plays, whether long-distance runs, long-distance passes. It doesn't matter. In the Pro Bowl, big plays are what we're all looking for.
This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do...
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. So, Charles, final thoughts on this AFC victory?
Bottom line, nobody appeared to be seriously hurt. That's the first thing we look for in this game. Well played, a lot of fun, a lot of excitement. I think that everyone's going to go home pretty happy, especially the AFC since they won the game.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long, everybody.